Hi guys, good afternoon. Right now it's about 1:20 p.m. and today's 30th of January 2018. So how are you guys? What's going on? How are your trades? So let's see what's happening in Nifty and what's happening in the market and what is the stance of market. Let's discuss all, right? So today let's see what happened to Nifty. This is Nifty's future graph, right? So this is the pivot point. The black color line that you see is the pivot point, right? Nifty opened gap down and then it tried to take a support, but it could not hold itself, right? And it came down with volumes. So that means Nifty's stance is weak, like of course it is taking a support, but till as long as it is below the pivot point, its stance will remain negative only, right? So now, what could be the possibility? Now, see, MACD is getting crossed over, RSI is getting crossed over. If the candles leave it, so it can have a little up flight also, but there are challenges. Why? Because there is one resistance, second resistance, third resistance. They are one after the other. Nifty has to cross them with volumes, right? So I don't know whether it'll be able to honor it or not, but if it honors, then and it goes above closes above the pivot point or closes above the yesterday's closing point, then there will be an uptrend tomorrow, right? Otherwise, let's see. So some of the trades that I figured out and I traded in them was the Ramco Cement I traded in the morning itself. This was my trade in the Ramco Cement. I can show you the order book. I sold Ramco Cement here. So somewhere here, I sold 500 shares of Ramco Cement. I believe I only got, I don't know whether I got 500. I really don't know how many shares I got. I sold them at 775 and I bought them back at 10 points below, right? That was my target. So my trade today was Ramco Cement. Then I traded in Hindalco. You can see the orders over there. Even Hindalco has given me good profit. See Hindalco, I'll show you where I sold. Once it broke its morning range, so I sold it. Then again, it tried to go up and again experienced resistance and it came down. That was another trade that I did. These are the two trades. Then the other trade that I'm right now in, I don't know whether it's going to be fine or not. I'm not sure. It is Hindustan Unilever. I traded in this because it was experiencing a massive resistance from the S1, R1, right? And after that, it did come down. And when I entered, it was, I was thinking below, when it came below the 10 moving average, then only I short it. But my trade is still not matured. If a little bit more profit booking comes into Nifty, then there could be a drop in Hindustan Unilever, and I could make a positive trade. So, guys, I wanted to ask you, did you see my trade yesterday of NIT Tech? I told you, you remember, I always give you a reference of time and I always give you reference of, everything. Yesterday, when I was making my video, was 1:30, right? This was the time. And I said that I'm expecting something to happen in, NIT Tech, right? I forewarned you. I told you that there is something coming up to me. It was definitely a trade on the downside. 100% was a trade on the downside, right? I have sold it also. I don't know whether I showed it or not, but I have sold it yesterday. And I did discuss the target also. We were at somewhere around 904 or 916. And I said its target will be at least 20 to 30 points from here. So it did come down to about good 40 points from there. That was the trade I did yesterday. This is the accuracy. I hope you all are, appreciating the kind of work we do. It's the diligent work that we do, and it's just not fluke. It's just not fluke that with which we work. We work with precision. We work with a lot of parameters we keep in mind, and then we, trade. So let me show you where I was talking about NIT Tech. I'm sure you will be able to correlate. Otherwise, all of you have, you say that you only talk about when the trade has happened. Here the trade has not happened. Trade was about to happen, and I said that this is the trade I said that watch it out. I made you watch out two stocks. One was India Cement, the other was um NIT Tech, and both of them have actually done really well. So see, I want to show you here SBI in here, Tata Motors, yesterday India Cement, right? You can see out here it dropped from this point. We sold it at 174 and we bought it back at 170 something. And this is Nifty, this is NIT Tech. See, this is the point I'm talking about, NIT Tech. Can you see this long tail, one, two, and then three candles? Let me now show you here. NIT Tech, when I was talking to you yesterday, these were the two candles, and this is where I was talking to you, and I was saying that please watch out NIT Tech, and I'm expecting it to have a downfall. And that is what precisely happened. I would say that please appreciate the good work. You all criticize and I accept your criticism, but somewhere where it need to be appreciated, please do that as well. This was the fall of 40 points that this particular stock had, good about an hour before we predicted. In fact, the members can vouch for it. All the members were there when I was telling them that this is where the fall is about to happen, right? Even India Cement, if you see, let me show you India Cement as well. We traded at 174. We sold it at 174 somewhere here, and where did we buy it back? We bought it back at 171. This was the run up we enjoyed, right? So these are our trades. And today on my radar since morning is KPIT. This is KPIT, and see the beautiful run up in the upward direction KPIT has had, right? So this is how we trade. This is how we teach. This is what is our working style. All the members who are learning from us will be able to identify stocks like this. So if you are interested to understand the market and you want to trade in the direction of the market, even before I forget, even Biocon was on my radar today, because it made a huge candle. That was one very, very disappointing factor. When such a huge candle forms, that means entire day you will have no opportunity to enter into it. So this was one stock that was on my radar, but I could do nothing. Why? Because you just see its morning range has not been broken. If you see this and this big candle, all these tiny candles are within the body of this candle, right? It is not breaking that morning range. All right, so this is one disappointment we had. Otherwise, I definitely had it on my radar. Now what I'm looking at is uh, IOC. IOC is definitely on my radar. If it breaks this barrier that it has at the top, which is 405, which I would say is also the morning range, and if it breaks this, then it definitely has planned to go up. If it crosses 406, I'm 100% sure the stock definitely plans to go up, right? So let's see, let's wait and watch, right? There are certain factors which I have put together and figured out. Even Muthoot Finance was on my radar today because of heavy selling that has come. But again, the disadvantage was same as in Biocon, because its first candle of the day is very, very huge, and the stock has not broken this morning range itself. So these kind of stocks are not good for to be trading in the one should not trade in them in the morning, right? Let's come back to Nifty and see what's happening. So Nifty is I am see what I can see here is Nifty is experiencing a resistance, right? Nifty is experiencing a resistance. So are the stocks. On, as I told you, on my radar was Hindalco. On my radar was BEDL for shorting. On my radar was Hindustan Unilever for shorting. On my radar was Ramco Cement for shorting. On my radar was India Cement for shorting. On my radar was Tata Steel for shorting. All these stocks were there for shorting, because I'm not in a buying mode right now. I will buy only once Nifty settles down. Like whenever I find some good stock, like maybe, Flipscarb or any of the stock on a good support after say another week or so, then only I will come into the buy mode. Right now, I'm not in the buy mode at all, right? So once again, let's see what's happening in Nifty, and then we analyze it with the help of its option chain. And then, so see here, it is kind of an evening star formation, like this was a candle. Next candle formed above it, gap up opening hui, right? You can see the gap up opening here. And the next day, there's a gap down opening. So this kind of forms an evening star. If MACD crosses over, RSI crosses over, there could be a profit booking coming in. So today is 30th, tomorrow is 31st. First is, the budget. So let's see how market reacts to budget. In case it is positive, market may Nifty may touch the 10 moving average and bounce back from here. Or if Nifty doesn't react nicely, then what will happen? It will further come down, right? Depending upon how is market's reaction, we can expect downfall or a fall. But what I can see, that there could be about, from here there could be about 50 points, like it's at 1170, so there could be 70 point drop from here, and the price may come to touch 10 moving average. So let me convert this into 15 minutes and see from there what's happening. So see here, there's a clear resistance to this pivot point, right? Which is actually S1. There is a clear resistance. Price is not being able to cross it. Okay. Now let's see what's happening in the option chain. This is the option chain, right? So option chain, as of now, 11,100, there's a huge call writing of about 5,33,000, right? And there is a put writing on the other side. There's a put writing happening at 11,000 rupees, 11,000, right? What is the Nifty right now? 11,057. Let me just refresh it. Let's see what's happening. So now there's call writing happening at even in the money call, which is 11,000 mark. That means Nifty has the next support at 11,000 only. So now it may remain in a narrow range. Nifty may remain in a narrow range. That could be a probability that I can foresee. All right. So as I told you, market only differentiate among the people only on one criteria, whether you know the entry point or you don't know the entry point, right? Whether you know how to exit the trade or you don't know how to exit the trade. These are the only criteria on which market, differentiate among the people. Otherwise, it has no other differentiation. So please learn. If you want to be in the market, you should understand the correct direction, right? The direction of the market need to be understood. So if the market, like right now, all my trades are on the sell side. I told you in the morning I did Ramco Cement, right? I did Ramco Cement and it gave me pretty good profit in the morning itself. So if you want to, like my members have found Siemens, and they were pretty much sure that the stock is planning to go down, and see the downfall that it has been going through. A very, very nice downfall that has been happening. Okay. So let's see. One trade that I did, and again, it is on a support, I was believing that it has to go down, and we have entered into the put, but put is little in negative right now. But what I'm expecting, if it breaks this pivot point, today's pivot point with volumes, then I would believe that in a day or two, our put will become positive, right? That is what my feeling is. Let's see, because I bought it on a technical, analysis, on a particular technical reason, and I hope that reason will be honored. Okay, my eyes right now are on IOC, right? It's been trying to cross this resistance for quite some time, and it's not being able to cross. So it has tried 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and it has failed every time to cross that level. So let's see if next time it tries and crosses it, then there could be a buying. Otherwise, MACD has already crossed RSI. If it goes below 60, I'm 100% sure, and the candles come below 10 moving average and break through this pivot point, there will be a good amount of selling may come in, right? That's what I'm believing and expecting, right? So let's see. I have marked my ranges and I'm waiting for a breakout. So guys, there is nothing that we are doing on StockPro or StockPro Rock or anywhere. Why? Because um, I'm not on a buy side. Nowadays I'm on a sell side. Until market settles down, I'm not going to be buying anything. But definitely this is a time period where you can sit outside the market and watch the market and do correct entry and exit in the market, right? You learn how the stocks behave in this particular in this at this time of the you know market. So you can understand that. And a nifty has had a little bounce back. As I'm telling you, it will remain in a narrow range. Nifty is going to be in a narrow range now, right? So let's see how it crosses I mean how it crosses and goes in the upward direction. That need to be seen. Okay, so guys, if you want to understand how to trade in the market, whether it is intraday strategy or you want to trade on the or you want to trade with positional trades, we teach you in all the segments. We teach you in cash, we teach you in equity, we teach you in uh, futures, we teach you in option. Every single segment we cater to. We do positional, we do intraday. So if you want to understand, you can go to my website and you can join my you can contact us. Various ways are there. And what I want to show you here, there is this forum we have, there where you will get all the resources and a good community of 600-700 traders. They only talk about trades, how the trades are done. And these are the webinars that we conduct. So you will be part of this webinar group where you will be able to discuss on the stocks which are on the verge of having a breakout or already had a breakout. Various other things you'll be able to discuss here. So what I mean to say here, there is nothing better any other trainer will give you. We say that whatever is your investment, we will ensure that you get it back, right? You get it back. Of course, sometime when the Nifty consolidates, Nifty is in a profit booking range, then it takes us some 2.5 months to recover money. But otherwise, in normal circumstances, it's good about 1.5 months that we can help you in recovering your money. There is nobody in the entire training space of stock market who will do such kind of a promise, right? So I really feel that everybody who want to, like, see, stock market gives you a passive income. So if you want to earn money in the market, you need to understand the market, right? And we are teaching you every aspect of market, whether it is whatever segment that you talk about, we will teach you in depth knowledge. We will give you. So I'm really waiting for you guys. I'm waiting for you. I really feel that everybody who's in the market should learn about the market. You go to our Telegram channel and you can go through our all the you know stocks that we have given, how they have performed. You will be able to see our performance. Like this is all our data. You can see for the last 7-8 months. You can see our consistent profits, right? But right now there's nothing happening in the market, so we are not giving any trade. We're just standing outside the market and watching it, how market reacts. Like, see, I have been monitoring this stock since morning, but it's doing nothing. It's just horizontal. It has to give me a very, very decisive movement in a particular direction, right? Like NIT, I told you yesterday, I was pretty much sure that it is planning to go down, and that's how we discussed about it, and this was the fall that came in. All right. Even I traded yesterday in HDIL. It also gave me good profit. So HDIL also I shorted yesterday, and this was the fall that I enjoyed, right? So please learn about the market, then only enter in the market. And I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting to teach you guys. All the best. Enjoy and work hard. Take care of your health and understand the market in the best possible way. Bye bye. Good day. Now webinar begins on 10th of February. So I'm waiting for you all. See you there. See you with full, intensity to learn about the market. Bye bye.